Talked about America for a while. The rent is too damn high.
Too high with not enough options. Yeah, right now Kansas City facing a shortage of, get this, 64,000 affordable homes.
On top of that, the city says it's dealing with one of the nation's fastest rent increases, a 7% rise since just 2024.
So tonight we are going in depth on the solutions, highlighting the projects happening in both Kansas City, Missouri and Kansas.
Our team right now amplifying the voices of people paying these prices and city leaders and groups working to fix it.
KSHB 41's Charlie Keegan begins our team coverage tonight.
My day began with James Welsh. He's the father of 2 college students who wonders how they'll be able to afford a place to live.
What I'm paying for a mortgage that I acquired 20 years ago, my kids are paying $600 more in rent right now.
And ensuring that living, aging, or raising a family in Kansas City remains a reality for all.
Mayor Quentin Lucas tackled housing in his State of the City speech Wednesday, first celebrating the Housing Trust Fund, which has helped pay for 10,000 new units, like these houses I profiled in November.
Charlie Keegan.
After the mayor's speech, I asked him about families like Welsh's.
How do you make that accessible, I guess, to everyday folks?
We need to make sure that we build more housing opportunity long term.
In his answer, Mayor Lucas suggested I go down a street like Sterling Avenue to see what kind of housing stock's available.
Go down Sterling, right? Go down a lot of other streets in that area. You see incredibly affordable housing stock, single family homes, good, solid neighborhoods.
Almost immediately, I saw one house for sale.
Lucas wants solutions beyond requiring luxury downtown developers to include affordable housing in each project. He wants to invest in neighborhoods all over the city.
My goal is to say, how do we make sure we have more housing funding available for single family property owners? How do we keep people in the neighborhoods?
I do feel like there's absolutely a shift in affordability.
This father's looking to the future, a future he hopes his children can afford in Kansas City.
Mayor Lucas also guaranteed more support to a legal program that helps tenants before they get evicted, calling it the most successful right to counsel program in the United States. In Kansas City, I'm Charlie Keegan, KSHB 41 News.
The mayor also talked about the budget during his State of the City speech. He says every department should expect cuts in 2026 except police and fire. The mayor also expects to strike a deal with the Royals this year to bring them to downtown Kansas City. You can hear more of the speech on our website, kshb.com.
Along with affordable housing, Kansas City leaders are also looking to find solutions for people who are experiencing homelessness. KSHB 41's Sarah Plake joins us in the studio now. And Sarah, we know it's also a growing issue here in Kansas City.
That's right. I'll give you an idea of the issue that we're facing here, and it's kind of hard to believe, but according to the Department of Housing and Urban Development, Kansas City has the highest percentage of people who are chronically homeless and unsheltered in the country. And this new program I'm about to tell you about, the KC Housing Gateway program, will dedicate $1 million to hopefully see some change within 6 months to a year. So first, the city will bring in national homelessness experts to evaluate where Kansas City's current systems are lacking. An advisory board made up of philanthropic and business leaders will take part in those discussions. The city says it will develop a new voucher system and house 600 people by the first year. That includes help with security deposits, utilities, short-term rentals, as well as tenant protections.
There's always going to be those who critique and say, well, $1 million isn't enough, and you're right. $30 million isn't enough. But this is the first seed to what I hope grows into a large tree that shades us all. The programs that we start today aren't going to solve homelessness overnight. Nobody believes that. But we've got to start somewhere.
And that $1 million comes out of the city's general fund. The city council should hear an update by August. I'm Sarah Plake, KSHB 41 News.
Sarah, thank you. And it's not just this side of Kansas City that's dealing with housing issues either. KSHB 41's Rachel Henderson takes us across the state line to hear voices from Wyandotte County.
Housing is a big topic of discussion here in KCK. I'm Rachel Henderson and I cover Wyandotte County. I spoke with the mayor and a local developer about affordable housing and what they'd like to see here in town.
A lot of the families that we serve are like extended families.
Brennan Crawford runs Build Wyco, a 25-year-old nonprofit that's built hundreds of homes in KCK, particularly east of I-635. He showed me around their newest modular home, a model that helps them cut costs for buyers. He's one of several developers looking to build housing in Wyandotte County, which has thousands of vacant lots.
What we really need is investment in high quality housing in our neighborhoods.
Mayor Crystal Watson brought up the same topic to me Tuesday. We met to discuss the new Chiefs Stadium.
The focus for me is what happens between now and the time that stadium is built. Where is development opportunity elsewhere? East of 635.
The mayor told me that she hopes with more homes comes the opportunity to keep property tax. I'm going to do that one more time. 3, 2.
All right, thank you to Rachel for that story. You can scan the QR code right now if you have questions about housing in Wyandotte County or really anything else happening in that area. A reminder, Rachel covers the county for us. You can email her directly at rachel.henderson@kshb.com.